Dave knows how.
Years later, and I am still using this same radiator genie. And this thing is amazing. I did a video on this years ago, showing this thing and some of the things that I had to do. I kind of had to put a little bend in it right here. When I got it, it was pretty much straight. But to get behind the radiator fan blade to clean the radiator back this way, I had to put this little bend in. You kind of got to finagle with it a little bit, and you got to be careful because you don't want to bend your radiator fins. But if you put the right bend on it, you can actually get this thing to go and snake around all the way to the other side. I mean, pretty daggone close. And all the way down to the bottom. It's been super dry here over the summer here in Virginia, and I've been doing a lot of really super dusty work. And today, when I was out running the machine, I noticed the temperature gauge, it was going up pretty high, which is unusual for this machine because this machine generally runs really super cool, but it was really high. And when I got back, I knew that at least the screen was going to be clogged, and it was really clogged. Now I washed a lot of it off, but you can see how dirty this thing is. It's pretty dirty still, and I've washed it off. I want to spray this with some 409. And I'm doing this. It's the afternoon. I done got old Blue a little dirty cleaning this thing. Set this over here. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. I probably won't be running the tractor anymore. I allowed it to cool down before I went crazy with this hose because I didn't want to shoot cold water on a hot engine. So it's been setting for about an hour and a half, 2 hours to cool down. But I can tell you, this radiator genie, this thing is awesome, man. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I use this thing. I've actually used this thing to clean the gutters on the house, if you can believe it. I mean, you know, it's bent down, so I was able to get down underneath those, I don't know what you call them, where they nail the gutters up. But I could get down underneath there with it and just really give this thing a good hosing out. Also, I have a dehumidifier that I use. We've had it to use in the basement, and we've used it down there for years, and the coil on that gets clogged up, and I've taken it apart and I've used this to clean that coil out. I haven't used it on the indoor coil in the house yet, but that's probably gonna be coming up. I'm thinking that when I clean that indoor coil, I'm gonna use this Radiator Genie on that as well. You do have to be careful with it. You know, you don't wanna hit the fins of your evaporator coil or condenser coil. But look at the stream that comes out of that thing. I mean, this thing's shooting over there, you know, probably 25 yards at least. I mean, it's got a pretty good stream, and it's pretty powerful. I mean, they got the right angles on this thing. That little curve right there, that's the key to getting behind that radiator. But yeah, you know, I made one video about this thing, and I hadn't really made any more videos about it because I figured everybody got it in the first video. But out here today, just trying to get this thing cleaned off so that it'll run a little cooler, and I thought, you know what? Let me get this camera out and just let you guys know again that I am really super pleased with this Radiator Genie. Now, they gave me the other one too that you hook to the air compressor, and so after you run this and blow all the big dirt and everything out, you can hook the other one to your air compressor and go in and blow all that water out. And that really helps. My air compressor's still on the fritz. I have, you know, all these years, I had a big air compressor and it went on the fritz, and then I bought a little pancake air compressor, and that's pretty much all I got. And this thing, the air compressor one, the one that shoots out the air, it needs a pretty good volume of air to be able to use it for any length of time. You can get a short blast out of it with that little small pancake thing, but it quickly uses up the air, and then it cranks up and has to run. So, but this part for the water, this thing is a lifesaver, man. I'm telling you. I'm so glad that I got this thing. I really am. I would say the money for this was money well spent, especially considering the time when I bought this thing. I don't think it was much more than, well, actually, I didn't even buy this. They sent it to me free to try out. And, but after using it, I would have bought it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after using the thing, I was like, yeah, I want that thing. Because, you know, it was definitely worth, I think at the time it was $49, $49.95 or something like that. Now, I don't know what they cost today. Everything's gone up. I'll try to put a link in the description to their website. Quite honestly, I haven't even been to their website since I got this. So I don't even know if they're still in business. I would imagine, I hope they are, because they got a great product. Look at the dirt rolling out of that thing. Good Lord. I'm hoping if this thing sets overnight, by morning, it'll be dry. The amount of dirt that came out of this thing is crazy. It's no wonder it was overheating slightly. I wouldn't say overheating, but the temperature was running a little bit above the normal range that it runs at. But it's definitely a lot cleaner than what it was. Antifreeze bottle doesn't look low, so that's good. Trying to get a gander down in there and see what I got. See if I got any big hunks of stuff in there. Anyway, if you haven't already picked up one of these Radiator Genies, you might want to think about doing that. I guess I'll try to find the link to their website and put it in the description of this video. And you can, you know, go over there and check it out. And I mean, what a value, man. I mean, and this thing is held up too. How many years have I had this thing? I have no idea. Hey, look up my other video. There's only one other video that I did on this Radiator Genie. Look it up and see what the date is. I couldn't even tell you what it is, but I guarantee you, it has been more, it has been 3, 4, 5 years maybe since I've gotten this Radiator Genie. I'm pretty sure that it's been, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a little while. I mean, and I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I'm up over here spraying off the roof of the house. That's how far this thing is shooting. It's shooting all the way across the roof of the house. I just can't help it. I was pretty impressed with this thing. And like I said, they sent it to me for free to try out, and I've definitely tried it out. And it has definitely held up. Now, granted, I don't leave it sitting outside in the sunlight or anything like that. I use it, and then I put it back in a covered shed over there, and you know, keep it for when I got something else I need to do with it. I'm anxious to get inside this filter box and see how bad that is, because I'll bet you, whoo, Lord have mercy. Look at the dust in there. Yeah, I don't know if it's showing up or not, but wow, that's a lot of dust. That is a lot of dust. Let's pull this filter out. Let's see what this looks like. Wow. Holy smokes. Look at the dirt coming out of that. Holy crap. Look, this is enough dirt in there to make a mud pie. And I used to make mud pies when, you know, the little girl next door would make a mud pie for you. I remember those days. That's a clogged up filter. One, probably have neglected to change and waited way too long with all that dirt coming out of there. At this point, I don't know. If I had a good compressor to hook to that Radiator Genie air one, I could stick it up in there and really blow this thing out. I wonder if you can wash these. That would be interesting. I know one thing for sure. Let's see, the inner filter is a little bit dirty too. Let me pull that out. It's got some dirt on the end right there, but it's not too bad. Dirt's not flying out of it. I've got a new outer filter, so I'm going to replace this. But I just wondered, can you wash it? Oh my word! Look at that dirty water coming out of there. Is that crazy or what? Holy crap! It's coming out like chocolate milk. Wow. You know, imagine, I don't know, can you wash these out as long as you let them dry good and reuse them? I don't know. I've never done that. I've always replaced these things every 100 hours. But I've been doing some really super dusty stuff. Running that super shaker this summer with the dry stuff, it's been crazy, crazy dusty. There goes Matt, tooting the horn. Anyway, I'm gonna replace this with a new one. I got a new one over there in the shed. So let's set that right there. I just wanted to see how much chocolate milk ran out of that thing. That was pretty dusty. I think I'm gonna have to pull this housing off maybe and wash that out and maybe wash the inside of this thing, because I don't know if it's showing up or not, but it's pretty dusty in there. Yeah. I've been doing some dusty work. Well, I've been doing some dusty playtime. Wow. What a dusty mess. Enough dirt in there to plant taters. Anyhow, Radiator Genie. Go check them out. Get you one if you don't have one, because believe me, you need one. Okay? Yeah, you need one. And check your air filter. Don't wait as long as I did to change your air filter. That thing is crazy dirty. If you notice that your tractor is starting to blow a little bit of more black smoke coming out of it, chances are your air filter is clogged up and it needs to be replaced. Your air to fuel intake is off, and so it's drawing more fuel than it is air, and that's gonna cause it to run a little rich, and it's gonna mess with your fuel economy too. So check that air filter. I guess that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.